Welcome to a captivating journey through time with Dynasty, the iconic 1980s TV show that fascinated America with its glamour, dramatic romances, and stunning betrayals. But behind the glittering spotlight lie hidden tragedies. Stars who once dazzled us faced heartbreaking battles with AIDS, cancer, addiction, and scandal. Let's discover together how these beloved celebrities have dramatically transformed from then to now, and revisit their unforgettable legacies. Remember to like, subscribe, and join us for more emotional revelations. John Forsythe, born on January 29, 1918, in Penns Grove, New Jersey, was a true icon of American television, known for his deep, warm voice and calm, distinguished presence. In 1981, at the age of 63, he began portraying Blake Carrington on Dynasty, a powerful oil tycoon with a complex soul. Blake wasn't just the head of the Carrington Empire, he was the moral core of the series, embodying both grandeur and deep internal conflict. Forsythe gave the character rare emotional depth, blending authority with vulnerability, earning the audience's admiration and empathy alike. His quiet strength made Blake unforgettable. Over the course of his career, he won 2 Golden Globe Awards and captivated viewers in series like Charlie's Angels, where even his voice alone became legendary. On April 1, 2010, John Forsythe passed away from pneumonia at the age of 92. He leaves behind more than a string of iconic roles. He leaves the legacy of a gentleman of television, a symbol of elegance, restraint, and timeless grace in entertainment history. Diahann Carroll, born on July 17, 1935, in the Bronx, New York, was a trailblazing actress who broke racial barriers and redefined representation in American entertainment. In 1984, at the age of 49, she joined Dynasty as Dominique Devereaux, the powerful half-sister of Blake Carrington. Her arrival brought not only fresh energy to the show, but marked a historic turning point. Carroll became the first Black woman to play a wealthy, influential lead character in a primetime television drama. She infused Dominique with elegance, intelligence, and bold confidence, shining a light on diversity in a world previously dominated by white narratives. Beyond Dynasty, she was nominated for an Academy Award for Claudine and won a Golden Globe for Julia, where she became the first Black woman to star in a non-stereotypical lead role on television. Diahann Carroll passed away on October 4, 2019, from breast cancer at the age of 84. Her legacy endures as a performer, a pioneer, and a powerful voice in the ongoing fight for equality and representation. Michael Nader, born on February 19, 1945, in St. Louis, Missouri, was an actor whose magnetic charm and commanding presence made him unforgettable. In 1983, at the age of 38, he joined Dynasty as Dex Dexter, the dashing third husband of Alexis Carrington. With his intense gaze and rugged charisma, Nader transformed Dex into a symbol of power, seduction, and fiery passion, becoming one of the show's most iconic figures. His on-screen chemistry and dramatic edge brought new energy to the series and left a lasting impression on fans. Beyond Dynasty, he captivated audiences as Dimitri Marek on All My Children, cementing his place in the golden era of American soap operas. Off-screen, Michael faced personal battles with addiction and illness, showing strength even in vulnerability. He passed away on August 23, 2021, at the age of 76, after a brief battle with a rare form of cancer. Michael Nader is remembered not just as a TV heartthrob, but as a deeply human and passionate performer whose legacy lives on. Christopher Cazenove, born on December 17, 1943, in Winchester, England, was a distinguished actor known for his refined British charm and aristocratic screen presence. In 1986, at the age of 43, he joined Dynasty as Ben Carrington, the estranged younger brother of Blake Carrington. With a calm voice and eyes filled with sorrow, Christopher gave Ben rare emotional complexity, turning him into a layered antagonist who carried some of the series' most powerful late-season conflicts. His performance intensified the fractures within the Carrington family, revealing long-buried secrets and emotional wounds that evoked both outrage and sympathy from viewers. Outside of Dynasty, he shined in films like A Knight's Tale and 3 Men and a Little Lady, bringing his trademark elegance to every role. Christopher Cazenove passed away on April 7, 2010, from sepsis, just 1 week after the death of his Dynasty co-star John Forsythe. He is remembered as a true gentleman of the screen, a man of quiet charisma, depth, and undeniable talent. Virginia Hawkins, born on February 1, 1934, in the United States, was a quiet yet deeply devoted actress who left a lasting impression on American television. In 1981, at the age of 47, she joined Dynasty as Jeanette Robbins, the loyal Carrington family housekeeper. Though not a leading role, Jeanette was the steady presence in a world of chaos, offering warmth, stability, and a touch of humanity amid the drama of the elite. Through her subtle, heartfelt performance, Virginia brought to life a humble yet resilient woman who became deeply cherished by fans. Over the course of her career, she also appeared in series like Medical Center and Murder, she wrote, always bringing grace to the screen. Virginia Hawkins passed away on March 26, 2020, in El Cajon, California, at the age of 86. Though she left quietly, the memory of gentle Jeanette remains forever etched in the hearts of Dynasty fans, a silent pillar whose kindness never went unnoticed. Lloyd Bachner, born on July 29, 1924, in Toronto, Canada, was a veteran actor known for his natural elegance and old-world charm. At the age of 57, he joined Dynasty as Cecil Colby, a cunning businessman and formidable rival to Blake Carrington. With a calm voice and commanding presence, Bachner brought Cecil to life as a symbol of sophistication laced with danger, adding a potent mix of intelligence and ambition to the show's world of high-stakes power plays. His character intensified the series' corporate intrigue, making every scene he appeared in quietly electrifying. Beyond Dynasty, Bachner made memorable appearances in shows like Columbo and lent his distinguished voice to Batman, the animated series, captivating audiences across generations. On October 29, 2005, Lloyd Bachner passed away in Santa Monica, California, due to complications from cancer at the age of 81. With a career spanning over 5 decades, he is remembered as a true gentleman of the screen, refined, talented, and forever unforgettable. Lee Bergera, born on April 10, 1918, in Brooklyn, New York, was a veteran of Broadway and television, a dedicated actor whose quiet strength left a lasting impact. At age 63, he joined Dynasty as Joseph Anders, the Carrington family's strict but loyal and deeply tormented butler. With a piercing gaze and calm demeanor, Bergera made Joseph unforgettable, a supporting character who brought rare emotional weight to the story. His fierce hatred for Alexis, unwavering loyalty to Blake, and inner turmoil led to a tragic end, turning Joseph into a haunting symbol of power's darker side and the quiet pain of solitude. Outside of Dynasty, Bergera appeared in iconic shows like Star Trek, Perry Mason, and many others, showcasing his range across decades. He passed away on January 31, 2007, in Fremont, New Hampshire, of natural causes, at the age of 88. Lee Bergera is remembered as a subtle yet powerful presence on screen, a devoted artist who gave everything to his craft, and whose legacy still resonates in the hearts of classic TV fans. Brian Dennehy, born on July 9, 1938, in Bridgeport, Connecticut, was one of the most commanding and emotionally powerful actors of American stage and screen. At the age of 43, he made a brief but memorable appearance on Dynasty as Jake Dunham, a minor character who nonetheless helped shape the early dynamics and tensions within the Carrington family. Though his time on the show was short, Dennehy's undeniable presence and intensity left a lasting impression. Throughout his illustrious career, he won 2 Tony Awards for his unforgettable stage performances, including Death of a Salesman and Long Day's Journey into Night. On screen, he captivated audiences in iconic films like Rambo, First Blood, and Cocoon, seamlessly bridging the worlds of theater and cinema. Brian Dennehy passed away on April 15, 2020, at the age of 81, from cardiac arrest due to sepsis. He is remembered as a true artistic giant, a performer who could command a stage or screen with quiet force, and who left behind a legacy of raw, authentic emotion. Rock Hudson, born on November 17, 1925, in Winnetka, Illinois, was one of the most iconic and strikingly handsome leading men of 1950s and 1960s Hollywood. At age 59, he joined Dynasty as Daniel Reese, a charming, mysterious man from Crystal Carrington's past and the biological father of Sammy Jo. Though his time on the series was brief, his presence brought emotional depth and unexpected twists to the Carrington family drama, while also creating a legendary on-screen reunion between two beloved stars, Rock Hudson and Linda Evans. Beyond Dynasty, Hudson was celebrated for unforgettable performances in films like Giant and Pillow Talk, the latter earning him an Academy Award nomination and cementing his place as a romantic screen legend. Tragically, Rock Hudson passed away on October 2, 1985, from complications related to AIDS, becoming the first major celebrity to publicly disclose his diagnosis. His death sent shockwaves around the world, but also sparked a global conversation about compassion, awareness, and change. Rock Hudson was more than a movie star. He became a symbol of courage, vulnerability, and quiet heroism in a time of fear and silence. Paul Keenan, born on December 10, 1955, in Boston, Massachusetts, was a rising star in American television during the early 1980s. A young actor full of promise, grace, and quiet charisma. At just 26, he joined Dynasty as Tony Driscoll, the loyal and soft-spoken assistant to Blake Carrington. Though his role was modest, Paul brought warmth and balance to a world filled with power plays and conflict. As Tony, he embodied the quiet strength of those who serve behind the scenes, earning the affection of viewers with his natural elegance and heartfelt presence. His charm led to roles in other series, including Days of Our Lives, where he continued to build a promising career. But behind the scenes, Paul faced a silent battle. In a time when stigma was high and understanding was low, he became one of many lives taken far too soon by the AIDS epidemic. He passed away on December 11, 1986, just one day after his 31st birthday. Paul Keenan is remembered as a gentle soul, a bright talent, and a voice lost too early, whose legacy still echoes in the hearts of those he touched. Jeffrey Scott, born on February 22, 1942, in Hollywood, California, was the embodiment of classic charm, a familiar and beloved face on American television throughout the 1980s. At the age of 40, he joined Dynasty as Mark Jennings, the unexpected and complicated ex-husband of Crystal Carrington, whose return stirred emotional turmoil in her marriage to Blake. With natural elegance and quiet intensity, Jeffrey brought Mark to life as a character caught between romance, regret, and unresolved longing, adding rich emotional tension to the show's already intricate love stories. Beyond Dynasty, he was known for roles in Dark Shadows, General Hospital, and hundreds of television commercials. Most famously as the iconic Marlboro Man, Jeffrey Scott passed away on February 23, 2021, just one day after his 79th birthday, following a long battle with Parkinson's disease. He is remembered as a true gentleman of the screen, admired for both his talent and his resilience. His presence was graceful, his performances heartfelt, and his legacy enduring. Mark Withers, born on June 25, 1947, in Binghamton, New York, was an actor of quiet strength and subtle depth. In 1981, at the age of 34, he joined Dynasty as Ted Dinard, the first openly gay love interest of Stephen Carrington. Though his time on screen was brief, Ted's character marked a historic turning point in American television, daring to portray a same-sex relationship at a time when such stories were still taboo. The heartbreaking romance between Ted and Stephen broke new ground, paving the way for more authentic LGBTQ+ representation in Hollywood. Outside of Dynasty, Mark appeared in acclaimed series like Magnum, P.I., and Frasier, always bringing a calm authenticity to his roles. He passed away on November 22, 2024, at the age of 77, after a courageous 2-year battle with pancreatic cancer. Though modest in fame, Mark Withers leaves behind a meaningful legacy, one of quiet courage, representation, and the power of love told with honesty. Peter Mark Richmond, born on April 16, 1927, in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, was a seasoned actor whose career spanned nearly 7 decades. In Dynasty, he joined the cast at age 54 as Andrew Laird, the loyal attorney and trusted advisor to Blake Carrington. In a world filled with deception and power struggles, Andrew stood as a quiet beacon of integrity, representing justice and moral clarity. Richmond's performance added depth and dignity to the Carrington empire. Beyond Dynasty, he appeared in over 500 film and television roles, from The Twilight Zone to Three's Company and Star Trek: The Next Generation. He was also an accomplished painter and author, a true Renaissance man of the arts. On January 14, 2021, Peter Mark Richmond passed away peacefully at the age of 93. His legacy lives on, not only through the characters he portrayed, but through a life devoted to storytelling, creativity, and unwavering dedication to his craft. James Ferrantino, born on February 24, 1938, in Brooklyn, New York, was a gifted actor whose charisma lit up both television and film. He joined Dynasty at age 43 as Drive Nick Toscani, a handsome and sharp-minded physician driven by ambition and vengeance. His presence in the early seasons stirred tension and power struggles, leaving a lasting impression on the show's narrative. Outside of Dynasty, Ferrantino shined in Jesus of Nazareth and The Bold Ones, The Lawyers earning an Emmy nomination and wide acclaim. Yet behind the fame, his personal life was marked by legal controversies and emotional battles. On January 24, 2012, just 1 month before his 74th birthday, James Ferrantino passed away due to complications from a fractured hip and chronic heart and lung disease. He is remembered as a complex soul, brilliant on screen, turbulent off it, whose legacy continues through the unforgettable characters he brought to life. Ken Howard, born on March 28, 1944, in El Centro, California, was not only a talented actor but also a powerful voice in American entertainment. In the late 1980s, he joined the iconic TV series Dynasty, portraying Garrett Boydston, a wise, upright lawyer advising the Colby family. With his commanding presence and thoughtful performance, Ken brought a calming authority to a show filled with dramatic family and financial conflicts. Beyond Dynasty, he is fondly remembered as Coach Ken Reeves in The White Shadow and notably as the first president of the SAG-AFTRA union, passionately advocating for artists' rights. Sadly, Ken Howard passed away on March 23, 2016, at age 71, due to complications from shingles and kidney failure. Today, his legacy endures, reflecting both the respected actor he was and his deep commitment to improving the lives of performers, an influence still strongly felt in Hollywood. Joan Collins, born on May 23, 1933, in London, embodies timeless glamour and female empowerment on screen. At age 48, she joined the legendary American TV series Dynasty, portraying the iconic Alexis Carrington Colby. Joan didn't merely play a role. She redefined television, captivating audiences with her piercing gaze, unmatched elegance, and sharp wit. Alexis quickly became one of the most unforgettable characters of the 1980s, revitalizing Dynasty and solidifying its legendary status. Beyond television, Joan has thrived as a best-selling author, fashion icon, and Golden Globe winner. Even today, Joan Collins continues to dazzle, proving that true stars never fade. From then to now, she remains a living symbol of elegance, strength, and enduring glamour. What are your favorite memories of Joan Collins? Share your thoughts below and subscribe for more incredible celebrity journeys. Linda Evans, born on November 18, 1942, in Hartford, Connecticut, captivated America with her gentle beauty and graceful presence. At age 39, she joined the iconic American TV series Dynasty, playing Crystal Carrington, the compassionate and elegant second wife of Blake Carrington. Crystal provided a heartfelt balance to Alexis's fiery persona, creating legendary on-screen confrontations that became television history. Thanks to her remarkable performance, Linda Evans won a Golden Globe and earned several Emmy nominations, establishing herself as one of the defining faces of 1980s television. After stepping away from Hollywood, Linda embraced a serene life, focusing on nature, spirituality, and wellness. Now 81, she occasionally returns to television, embodying timeless beauty and profound depth in her craft. From then to now, Linda Evans remains an enduring icon of elegance and heartfelt storytelling. Heather Locklear, Born on September 25, 1961, in Los Angeles, California, became instantly recognizable for her stunning beauty and dynamic personality. At just 20 years old, she joined the iconic American TV series Dynasty as Sammy Jo Carrington, Crystal's niece, a charming yet fiercely ambitious young woman from the American South. Heather's portrayal brought fresh energy and unforgettable drama, making Sammy Jo a captivating figure known for manipulation, seduction, and surprising twists. Following Dynasty, Heather Locklear solidified her status as a television icon with starring roles in other beloved series like Melrose Place and Spin City, earning numerous Golden Globe nominations along the way. Now 63, Heather remains adored by fans, continuing to symbolize the glamour, charisma, and intrigue of American television's golden era. Thank you for joining us on this journey uncovering the untold stories behind the scenes of Dynasty. Though many stars have passed on, their legacy remains alive in the hearts of fans, not just for their incredible talent, but for the deeply human struggles they faced. If these stories moved you, please like, subscribe, and share this video so together we can keep the memory of this unforgettable golden era alive. Stay tuned for more inspiring then and now stories from America's most iconic shows.